Here's a quick summary of what we've done so far in this chapter. We've talked about general equilibrium in contrast with partial equilibrium. So far, so far in the course, prior to this chapter, we've looked at partial equilibrium where we studied the market for a single good at a time. When we study general equilibrium, we look at the markets for all of the goods simultaneously. Now, as a welfare criterion in the partial equilibrium analysis, we used notions like the producer surplus and the consumer surplus to measure how good an allocation was. But now that gets a little trickier when you look at the market for multiple goods simultaneously. So we used a different criterion for efficiency, and we defined it as Pareto efficiency, which is the, the statement that an allocation is efficient if it's impossible to make everyone better off. Or stated a little bit differently, but equivalently in this context, that it should be impossible to make someone better off without making another person worse off. Now, in a general equilibrium, the market prices adjust so that the market demand equals the market supply. And in doing so, this is going to result in an allocation, which we call the competitive equilibrium allocation, and that allocation is going to be Pareto efficient. And that's what the first welfare theorem tells us. Now, while these competitive equilibrium allocations are efficient, Pareto efficiency doesn't tell us anything about fairness. And so what we've seen is that society may prefer a different Pareto efficient allocation to the one chosen by competitive equilibrium. And so which Pareto efficient allocation is actually implemented can be different from the optimal one for society. And this is where government policy is important. And it is possible for governments to step in and guide the market to the desired Pareto efficient allocation.